of so many teams. Shane Graham ready to get us rolling. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
He was taken down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Foster. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That catch good for only a couple. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 70 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ricky Jackson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
3rd and 15.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Foster. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Deion Sanders disrupting things on the defensive side.
This defense is really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
The field goal.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Foster. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Cooks on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Arian Foster, 76 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
The kicker.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Six-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to...
It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10.
It's over.
Touchdown, Houston. Arian Foster, his second touchdown of the night, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
He'll try and run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
The score, Texans 24, Washington 7.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the
first down throw for Prescott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott yet again. Keeps himself up. Oh, Prescott stripped.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the pick-6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though,
and Foster loses the football. It's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for
this defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Foster running left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Prescott. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
Slay on the coverage.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Prescott to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's to 2nd and goal.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot